use champagne at Chris and English Chips. Use club soda. Who? Okay, it's under it. How do you do? Now listen, I gotta do all the talking, because any minute the goddamn Senate be calling. Mrs., you're Mrs.,
Partridge.
Yes, exactly, you told me you were coming. Mrs. Partridge. I can't, the goddamn Senate keeps calling me. I come back, get all my stuff out in the office, goddamn Senate calls. What am I doing? What am I not doing? And why? Senator Mrs. Partridge is the only man on God's green earth that can talk incessantly without really saying anything. And nobody can stop him. Nobody. World's greatest time waster. I'm there for hours, days, weeks.
Well, I think that
McKeever? No, let the French have it. So the answer is no. I know what you're here for, Mrs. Partridge. And the answer is no.
But you really have.
You don't want to know about Washington. I've just learned something in Washington. And you know what it is? Honesty. Just plain honesty. I'm not used to it yet. Been in business all my life. But the time is changing. In another month or two, it'll turn the trick. Because you're not honest here, they'll catch you at it. And then you do get held. McKeever, okay for the Eskimos. So the answer is no. No contracts with General Products, Mrs. Partridge, because if I give them to them, the goddamn Senate be on my neck and I have it all, it's bad.
Oh, you know, I always thought of you as a big, silent man. You're big, but you're not silent.
Nothing to be silent about.
Why don't you just sit down in that chair and be silent? It'll do you good. Fine. Why, I know you anywhere. You look just like your boss downstairs.
That isn't me, that's Stonewall Jackson.
No, not here. Downstairs at the General Products building.
There's a statue of me in the General Products building?
Yes, didn't you know? It's very good, too.
Well, they didn't have to go and do a thing like that. How big is it?
Oh, it's big.
And whereabouts is it?
Right across from the elevators. So it's the first thing you see coming in and going out.
Yeah?
And on dark days, there's a light from the ceiling that shines right down on your head.
Sort of a halo.
Don't tell me they forgot to write you.
I don't see a third of the mail that comes in. And if I do get a minute, the goddamn telephone.
No.
What's the matter?
You mustn't even think about the goddamn signal. That's what gets you all worked up.
How can I not think about this then?
It just occurred to me, are you Taurus the Bull?
How's that?
I'm Leo the Lion. I was born July 25th. When is your birthday?
April 7th.
Aries. Ram.
I don't think I understand you.
You're successful in business. J.P. Morgan was around too.
Tell me, Mrs. Partridge, how long have you been with the firm?
Not long.
And what did you do before you came to the firm?
I wasn't with another company. I was on the stage.
The stage, you mean an actress?
46 productions.
You know, one time or another, I wanted to be an actor.
Oh, I'm glad you did, Mr. McKeever. It's a terrible business.
Sure would have been fun though. Clive Fitch, Shakespeare. Did you ever do Shakespeare?
A little bit, not much.
Must have been wonderful.
I never cared much for Shakespeare. He's so tiring. You never get to sit down unless you're a king.
I used to do recitations in school, you know, for the whole class. And then, so when I became a businessman.
You're lucky. Almost no one makes a living in the theater anymore.
I had one recitation, I used to do it. And when I was finished, they used to applaud like crazy.
The applause is very nice, arrested.
Our elocution teacher, Professor Sleeth, had me do it for the parents of everyone at the end of the term. And wrote it up in a paper. Nice writer. Spoke with real fire. Real fire!
That's a good notice.
Spartacus to the gladiators.
What?
That was the name of the piece. Spartacus to the gladiators.
Oh.
You know, I still remember it.
Well, that happens. Something you learn when you're young, all your life, and
Would you
just,
do me a favor and listen to it, would you?
I'd love to.
Now, mind you, if you don't like it, you can say you don't like it.
Oh, I will. Whenever I go backstage to anyone's dressing room, I always tell them the truth.
Because, hell, I couldn't be an actor now, could I? My age, be too late, wouldn't it?
Yes, it will.
Yes. Well, here it is, but I haven't done it in years.
Well, you got the character, I think. You know, there's more of that senator that at least that, you know.
Presidential.
And I love this, the way you said, I can't be an actor, right? Like, hoping that you'll say, sure you can, but she won't give you that, you know?
I don't want to hurt his feelings,
Right.
but at the same time, I've got to tell them the truth.
Yeah, and I got that,
Mm.
yeah. The way he is now, it's kind of, the lines that he gets. You still get laughs, which is pretty incredible. These people have heard this 10 times. So that's a tribute, you know, when you can still get laughs from that. So it's great material. And you know,
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. There's one moment, I mean, just a directorial thing, is when you finally say, sit down.
Mhm.
I would maybe show another side of her, just order him and then,
yeah.
just
Okay.
sit down and then continue. Because you've had it. I mean, because she's going, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah. And
So you lose it for a second.
I did take your suggestion of
Mhm.
interrupting him.
Yes, that was
You
very
know,
good.
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just that one moment, sit down.
You know,
Okay.
and maybe play it even longer to see what you can find with that moment.
Okay.
The other thing along with that at the opening, the phone, which thank God you had this, oh my God, it makes a big difference.
It did, definitely. I wish I could get somebody to ring the phone, so I at least have something, some way, you know.
What does that phone represent to you?
It represents something that keeps me from asking him what I want to ask.
Yes.
It keeps ringing. It's very
So, what I like,
frustrating.
what I like, CJ, was the way you watched the phone and then followed it all the way. You know, when he put it down,
Mhm.
rather than just, most people don't look at that. But it means, that, you know, you just want, and it's almost a relief when the damn thing is down, and I would explore that
Yeah.
more.
Mhm.
Oh, thank God, you know? That's an interruption, that represents that world that you don't want.
Mhm.
Okay, let's do the opening one more time. That's good. Right straight through to sit down, okay?
Okay.
No, we can't christen any more ships with champagne. Use club soda. We're trying to balance the budget. Who? Okay, send her in.
How do you do?
How do you do? Now, listen, I gotta make this quick. I gotta do all the talking, because any minute the senator will call. This is, your Mrs.
Mr. Blessing.
Yes, I told me to call him. The Senate, Mrs. Partridge, is driving me crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm there every day, it seems to me. I just come out, I get my stuff out, they call me and say on the phone, come over, answer some questions. What am I doing? What am I not doing? And why? A Senator, Mrs. Partridge, is the only man on God's green earth that can talk incessantly without saying anything. Greatest time waster in the world, the United States Senate. I'm there for hours, days, weeks.
Well, I think the first thing you need to do
Kiva.
is,
Okay for the French.
I think the first thing you need to do is relax.
I can't relax. I'll tell you something about Washington. I know why you're here, but I'll tell you something about Washington, right, since I've been here. You know what it is? Honesty. Just plain honesty. I'm not used to it yet, but I'm getting the hang of it. Been in business all my life, and I can't change overnight. Anyhow, it's gonna change in another month or two, it'll turn the trip. Because you're not honest here, they catch you at it. And then you do get help. Makiva! Makiva! Okay for the Eskimos. So the answer is no, Mrs. Partridge. No contracts with General Products, because I'm here giving them the goddamn stand will be on my neck, and I've about all I can stand.
You know, I always thought you would be a big silent man. You're big, but you're not silent.
I have nothing to be silent about.
Now, why don't you just sit down in that chair behind his desk and be silent? Come on, try it. It'll do you good. Why, I know you anywhere. You look just like you bust downstairs.
That isn't me, that's Stonewall Jackson.
No, not here. Downstairs at the General Products Building.
Oh, there's a statue of me in the General Products Building?
Yes, didn't you know? It's very good.
No, I didn't have to do a thing like that. How big is it?
Oh, it's big,
And whereabouts is it?
right across from the elevators. So it's the first thing you see coming in and going out.
Yeah?
And on dark days, there's a light from the ceiling, shines right down on your head.
Sort of a halo.
No, don't tell me they forgot to write you.
I don't see a third of the mail that comes in. No time. And if I do get a minute, the goddamn...
No. You mustn't even think about the goddamn Senate. That's what gets you all worked up.
How can I not think about the Senate?
It just occurred to me, are you Taurus the Bull?
How's that?
I'm Leo the Lion. I was born July 25th. When's your birthday?
April 7th.
Aries, the Ram. No wonder you're successful in business. Jake and Warren is a Ram too.
I don't think I understand you, Mrs. Walker.
Bravo, very good. That whole section when you're standing there and Tom, it's all, I think you say, it's almost like putting them in a trance. And the rest of that is no listening.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, he's going, okay.
It's like he's vulnerable right there. Yeah, he's not the senator, the president.
You make him a piece of putty in your hands. It's like hypnotized. It's like hypnosis, and that whole section can end when you finally